According to reports, Gorga-Giudice has long been concerned that her sister-in-law, Melissa Gorga, will take over her role on Real Housewives of New Jersey. The fans are certain that she was correct in her concerns. If you want to know why, continue reading. Extended family members of Melissa Gorga are the focus of attention. The upcoming episode will reveal that Gorga-Giudice had no intention of her brother Joe or his wife Melissa ever becoming a part of the Real Housewives of New Jersey and joining the cast. For years, the question of whether or not they joined the program behind Teresa's back has been a source of disagreement. Teresa asserts that they did so. Teresa and her sister-in-law are having such a difficult time with one another that they have decided not to work together for the 14th season of the Bravo show. Moreover, that there would be no reunion following the conclusion of the season's broadcasting. At the wedding that Teresa Gorga had with Louis Ruelas in 2022, Joe Gorga and his family did not turn there either. On the other hand, he is a significant participant at the wedding of Nicholas Marco, who is Melissa's cousin. After watching a sneak peek of the forthcoming episode, Behind Frenemy Lines, it is revealed that Melissa and her sister Lisa will be serving as bridesmaids at the wedding. Joe Gorga will preside over the wedding ceremony. It has been revealed by monsters and critics that Margaret Josephs and Joe Benigno, her husband, were present at the wedding of Melissa Gorga's cousin. Fans were both perplexed and enraged by the decision made by Bravo to film the wedding from the perspective of season 14. RAONG viewers are upset that Melissa has taken Teresa's place as the main star. A preview clip of the episode was uploaded to the Instagram account @RhobhObsessed, which shared it. Fans of Real Housewives of New Jersey flocked to the comments section to voice their displeasure with a full episode that featured characters that were not part of the main cast. There are cameras present at the wedding of Melissa's cousin. In what way does this scene fit into the show? This wedding is not something that the audience is familiar with. Why does Bravo believe that we would be interested in it? Bravo viewers who have been waiting for this season to begin for an entire year, with the only purpose of witnessing the wedding of Teresa's brothers, wife's relatives, dogs, uncles, friends, mother-in-laws, and cats owners. The wedding of Teresa's brother's wife's cousins is an unnecessary use of airtime, said Teresa. Another fabricated narrative for the Gorgas to follow. While it is admirable that Joe did it, it was all for the purpose of a tale. If Joe is not a housewife, then why is he behaving in such a manner? Why do we have to see the inebriated mother and the sisters who are parched? As to why this was filmed, did they exhaust all of their ideas? Oh my goodness! What a disappointing episode it was. However, given that Teresa and Melissa have refused to work together on a film, it is possible that the network had no other option but to record the wedding in order to get content. The producers should be fired for this. Would you say that the fans are exaggerating their reactions, or do you think that Bravo is aiming to replace Teresa as the major star of RHONG? For more than a decade, the Real Housewives of New Jersey has been synonymous with one name, Gorga-Giudice. From table flips to prison time to her lavish wedding with Louis Ruelas, Teresa has been the beating heart of Bravo's most explosive franchise. But lately, a growing corner of the fandom is buzzing with unease. Could Melissa Gorga, Teresa's sister-in-law and longtime frenemy, be quietly maneuvering her way into Teresa's spotlight as the show's main star? The whispers are turning into shouts. And for die-hard RHONG fans, the possibility of Melissa replacing Teresa as the show's anchor is sparking heated debate. Teresa, the undisputed queen of Jersey. Since season 1, Teresa has defined RHONG. She's survived family betrayals, financial scandals, and even a stint in prison, emerging each time with more resilience and more camera time. Bravo has often structured entire seasons around Teresa's triumphs and tragedies, from her emotional reunion with her daughters after prison to her glamorous nuptials with Louis. Fans tune in for her unfiltered one-liners, fiery temper, and unwavering loyalty to family, even when that loyalty is tested. Teresa is, quite simply, the face of the franchise. But with season 14 wrapping up and Bravo teasing major changes, viewers can't help but notice the shift. Melissa Gorga is stepping into storylines that once would have belonged to Teresa. Melissa, from sidekick to center stage. When Melissa joined in season 3, she was cast as the stylish younger sister-in-law who clashed endlessly with Teresa. For years, her storylines were tied directly to their family drama. Feuds over Christmas Eve dinners, christening disasters, and accusations of betrayal. Melissa was a supporting player in Teresa's narrative. But over time, Melissa carved out her own space. Her envy boutique became a recurring storyline. Her marriage to Joe Gorga provided lighter, playful moments, and she gradually became a fan favorite in her own right. Now, some fans argue Melissa has crossed the line from ensemble member to potential franchise lead. The clues behind the shift. Several recent developments have sparked speculation that Bravo may be testing Melissa as the future face of RHONJ. 1. More confessional time. Viewers noticed that Melissa had significantly more solo confessionals this season. Her commentary wasn't just about Teresa anymore. She was weighing in on other cast members' drama, giving her a more central voice. 2. Promotional spotlight. Bravo's promotional material for season 14 featured Melissa front and center, right alongside Teresa. A rare move, since Teresa typically dominates the marketing. One poster even had Melissa positioned slightly ahead, which fans quickly dissected online. 3. Independent storylines. Melissa's scenes this season weren't limited to feuds with Teresa. She hosted events, weighed in on Danielle Kevrel's conflicts, and had emotional moments about her kids growing older. These storylines positioned her as a well-rounded star who could carry episodes without relying on the Giudice-Gorga family feud. 4. Fan reaction online. Social media has been buzzing with Bravo viewers noting the power shift. On Twitter and Reddit, fans posted comments like, "Melissa is being groomed as the new Queen of Jersey. Teresa's drama feels recycled, but Melissa's giving fresh energy. I never thought I'd say this, but Melissa might be carrying this season. Teresa's fans aren't having it." Of course, Teresa's loyal fan base isn't taking kindly to the idea of her being dethroned. On Instagram, fan pages dedicated to the OG star. Her supporters are vocal about Melissa's alleged takeover. RHONJ without Teresa isn't RHONJ. Period. Melissa's been riding Teresa's coattails for years. Don't even try to make her the star. Teresa made this show, Melissa could never. For them, the idea of Melissa replacing Teresa feels not only insulting but impossible. Teresa's fiery energy, they argue, is irreplaceable. The Bravo factor. Behind the scenes, Bravo executives are likely weighing what's best for the franchise. Teresa's family drama with Joe and Melissa has dominated RHONG for over a decade, but many viewers feel the storyline is tired. Melissa represents a potential shift toward fresher narratives, focusing on business ventures, family life, and her friendships within the group. For Bravo, it could be a way to keep the franchise evolving while preparing for the possibility that Teresa might one day step back from filming. But Bravo also knows that RHONG without Teresa could alienate the fanbase. It's a delicate balancing act. The sister-in-law rivalry intensifies. Ironically, the very feud that made Teresa and Melissa reality TV icons might be fueling this new speculation. As their relationship continues to deteriorate, fans are framing the potential star swap as an extension of their battle. Teresa's side believes Melissa has always wanted her spot, while Melissa's supporters argue that she's simply earned it by being consistent, stylish, and relatable. It's no longer just about family dinners or who's invited to the wedding. It's about who will define the future of RHONJ. Could they coexist? Some fans suggest that Bravo doesn't need to choose. Instead, the network could lean into the jewel queen dynamic, much like the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills has juggled multiple dominant stars at once. Teresa could continue being the fiery matriarch while Melissa brings a lighter, modern perspective. But given their inability to coexist peacefully for more than a few episodes at a time, the question remains, is there room for both in Jersey? Or will one have to take a step back? Fan fears and franchise future. At the heart of the debate is fear. For Teresa's fans, it's the fear of losing the show's soul if she's no longer front and center. For Melissa's fans, it's the fear that she'll never be recognized as more than Teresa's sister-in-law, despite proving she can stand on her own. And for Bravo fans as a whole, the fear is this: what happens to Rho and Jay if the Giudice-Gorga feud, the show's backbone, finally collapses? Final thought. Whether Melissa Gorga is truly on the path to becoming the new main star of the Real Housewives of New Jersey remains to be seen. But the shift in fan perception, Bravo's subtle marketing moves, and Melissa's growing independence on the show are undeniable. For now, Teresa remains the queen of Jersey. But with Melissa waiting in the wings, stylish, strategic, and increasingly central, the throne may not be as secure as it once was. In the end, RHONG fans may not have to choose sides. The real drama will be watching Bravo decide how to navigate the power struggle and whether Jersey is big enough for two stars.